System of failure.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm not going to do what everybody thinks I'm going to do and flip out, man. Nope, not what we're going to do. Welcome to this unexpectedly non iRacing qualifying series session of Clean Up the Cockpit. Give me a second to get going here. Pissy. But I'm not. So make sure everything is in the right place, like our boys Radiohead say. So you can hear my dumb ass too. All right, we got 30 seconds left to practice. We're not going to bother doing that. So, welcome to In the Cockpit. Appreciate you joining us live tonight. Even though this is not the advertised qualifying race, brief explanation goes like this. The requirements to join the races are an A license with a safety rating of 2.0 or higher. A couple of nights ago, I was in a race with a complete numbnuts who I did protest, and the protest was upheld against him. But unfortunately, that doesn't help me. He was a dog shit racer and gave me a multitude of X's. And I did not realize that it had dropped me farther down below the 2.0, down into the 1 point something. So I didn't realize that until I jumped on here. I haven't been on racing in a couple of days. I've had some better priorities. But unfortunately, what that ended up doing was I wasn't paying attention to that. I probably could have caught that. I didn't catch it until it was even too late to even try to run one race tonight to try to get it up and over. So what we're going to do tonight instead is, I appreciate everybody joining me. We are, pardon me, we're still at Bristol, but instead of the O'Reilly Series cars for the iRacing eNASCAR qualifying series, which I'll talk more about that as we go through the broadcast and what the feature of that is. But this is going to give us the opportunity to check out the track that we were going to run anyway, but let you guys see. You might have probably seen it in my previous stuff if you've watched it. Thank you very much, by the way, for your support. But if not, this is going to be the first opportunity for us to check out the Cup Series cars at the track we were going to be at anyway. So, two birds, one stone. So let's take a second here, and we're going to try to qualify and find out just how bad I should have practiced. But again, I had no idea until just a short burst ago that I had to find a substitute. My preferred substitute race would have actually been the Legends car, the NASCAR Legends car race at 7:30, but I wasn't ready to jump on that early, and I don't know. So let's give this a try here.
Green, green, green. All right, man. Here comes your first time.
Oh no! Oh no! I knew that was coming. Oh no! Oh no! Ah, fuck. I felt it as soon as it was happening, and I think, hear me out. I think it's going to be to my best interest. Start from the back and try to avoid things and see what happened. I think I'm good on it. If I did anything.
Sure is quiet in here.
Well, it was. And now it is again.
I was trying to focus so they don't do what I did.
You just mute that shit? All right. So, again, I apologize for once again the false advertising up until the last minute. Again, these are surprises to me too. They happen. So, let's just have some fun tonight. Let's put on a good show and let's see what we can do here. I haven't run the Cup cars here in a while. That's why I'm actually feeling a little bit better about maybe starting at the back. I'm just trying to be careful. This one's a shorter race. This one's not going to take quite as long. We're going to do 88 laps here tonight in the NASCAR Cup Series. This is a fixed race. In other words, that means that you can make adjustments to certain things, but the overall setup is fixed for everybody. So it just basically comes down to setting a few things for personal preference more than anything. Nothing that actually changes. It'll change the handling for preferences, but it doesn't like go, oh, now the car's better. You get the idea. This guy says this fixed setup is booty cheeks. That means a lot to so many different people, though. So, I mean, I'm sure he means that in a negative way, but somebody out there is like, oh, shit. Let's roll then. Let's do this. Still got everything set up for you. Still going to take a look at the starting lineup in just a couple of minutes here. There's a couple of seconds, about 45 seconds away from that. As we go down to pit road, we'll have the firing of the engines. Check out the starting lineup for today's race. We do have what do we got right now? A 23 car field. Let's see who's in the race with us. Because I've had some fucking run-ins with a couple of dudes lately that race like dog shit, and a couple of dudes I owe a little something. I don't believe it's any of these fellas. That's good. We'll keep it that way. All right, everybody. We are getting ready to go green. Let's check out the starting lineup. Be back in a sec.
Have a good run.
Right. Sorry about that slight glitch there, but we are getting ready to roll off now. I did not qualify so that I could start toward the back, and as it turns out, I'm starting in the middle of the fucking pack.
All right, man. Line up on the inside row. Pit road is closed.
All right, we're going to go green in one more pace lap. We're going to come in through turns 3 and 4 here. This is a very short track, only a half-mile track. These high banks allow for very high speeds. It's all about maintaining good coming off the corner. There are going to be periods of silence, I think, unless, of course, people fuck me up a lot, in which case there's going to be periods of swearing, bitching, and complaining. Please, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your step-grandfather who really has nothing to do with computers but loves racing, and tell him to come check out In the Cockpit with Daniel Corso. Corso Esports Creations is here to try to entertain you, the sim racing fan, and also give myself something fun to do. You can watch on any screen, but there is only one reserved in-person seat live And you'll need to give me a heads up because the door is not open.
Green flag, green flag.
We're going green. I'm running my mouth. Here we go. All right, let's see what we can do here. This is going to be a fucking debacle. Oh,
Caution is out. Caution is out. Line
Nope.
single file.
oh, that guy's facing me.
And car by. He had the position when the yellow flag came out. Let the 7 car by.
I'm just chilling because I smacked that dude's bumper twice and I'm still rocking a 0X at the moment, and I prefer to keep it that way.
Past the 12. Past the... Catch the 5.
I'm going to do a double check. I think everything's fine, though.
We got damage on the front end.
I do have damage on the front end. Okay. Well, you know what?
Catch the 5 car.
Now is a perfectly good time to come in and get that fixed since I wanted to start toward the back anyway.
Catch the 5 car. Pit road is now open.
All right, we got to go all the way around. Now, if this guy wants to go slow, he can go slow, but I'm just going to fucking pass him, so...
Pit boxing 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here. All the damage is repairable.
Okay, just barely over 15 seconds in damage. That's fine. I can do that real quick and get right back out the door. Pardon me, just adjusting my socks area. And are we ready to do this? We go. Okay. Damage is good. Slow the fuck down. Don't get a penalty. Not that it matters. It'd do the same thing, but... All right.
Line up single file. Catch the 7 car.
I didn't even get to make it into turn 1. By the time I made it into turn 1, I was trying to avoid the dude who was facing me.
The 23 car. Get ready.
I hope this isn't a fucking straight up caution fest. Trying to put on a better show for you in place of what we might have had going on there, and I guess we'll see. All right, once again, NASCAR Cup Series action here at Bristol. Substitution race for the NASCAR eRacing iNASCAR qualifying series that I was unable to be a part of tonight.
Green, green, green.
How far back you guys want to start?
3 wide, you're in the middle. Outside, you're 2 wide there. All clear, all clear. You got 1 inside. Stay high, there's a car on the low side. All clear, all clear.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
You know, I'm not a big Disney movie fan, but I'm going to point out something right now. I think it's Disney or it's Pixar or something, one of the two. But I like the movie.
That was your fastest lap of the session. That was your fastest lap of the session.
Got to get my groove on. That means a lot of you guys are going to have to get used to me passing you.
Outside. All clear, all clear. Outside. You're clear high, clear high.
Nope, 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 nope.
Caution is out. Line up single file. Pit road is closed. Catch the one car.
Caught it. People are fucked up all over the place around here.
Catch the one car.
The car looks fine. No damage to report.
Yeah, car still looks fine too. I caught that shit. I got into the wall a little bit. I heard it, and they gave me a 0x again. But I was worried because last time I got damage on the front end and had to fix. But now my car looks fine.
The one car.
Okay. Well, this is less than exciting. So please allow me a moment to step away. Let you take a moment to step away as well. Process the fact that unfortunately we're not running the qualifying race tonight. What a fucking drag. But you know what? I'm going to make it right by you guys. I promise. I promise. I promise. We're going to make everything right. We still got 3 more races to run in that series. And because they are the Cup Series races, I am going to make sure that I can run all of those. I apologize for tonight. I honestly I wouldn't have changed anything at all about the last couple of days, except for maybe how I arranged my late night stay up. I might have actually made an attempt to run a race or two when I ended up not, just sitting and relaxing and just kind of processing the wonderful evenings. So that, I'll call it my bad. Again, I didn't realize I'd been doing my best to run great races. I'm not going to lie. I'll post the clips of that at some point here. But I'm not going to say that I was racing him shitty back, because that's not the case. Y'all know me. I don't run like that. But I will tell you this. When I was around him, I gave no fucks. You know what I mean? So if I was behind him, I'd run right behind him, like right on his bumper, like this fucking close to the guy the whole time, even at fast ass tracks, right? And I'd do that, and then he would like overbrake one time, and I'd get into his ass end, and he'd shoot up the track, and I'm like, I didn't do anything any different, dude. You did that. I've been behind you for 3 fucking laps, never touched you, truthfully.
All right, man, we're going green next time. Bye.
And then, of course, everybody wants to be angry and thinks that revenge is the best course of valor. And,
Get ready.
you know, I always like to say respect is given, revenge is earned. So if I'm giving you respect and you earn my revenge, that sounds a whole lot like your fucking problem. Getting ready to go back green. I am in 7th, inside of row number 4. I'm wondering if second gear's a little too low.
Green flag, green flag. Good job, man. You're in the top 10. Good job, man. Keep digging. Got one outside. Stay low. You're on the bottom 3 wide. Outside. You're 2 wide there. All clear, all clear. Got one outside. You're clear.
Cut me off again, 5. I'll knock your fucking ass out of the way so fucking hard you won't see me twice.
Stay low. There's a car on the high side. Stay low. You're clear high. Clear high.
Gotta watch that exit.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out. Line up single file. Pit road is closed.
Well, I didn't get a chance for us to step away like I had planned on, did I? Oh! Oh! Almost facing another guy. Jesus Christ. All right, while everybody gets their shit together, we're going to take a step away real quick. Be right back as we line up. Won't take long at all.
Get ready.
Okay, we're getting ready to go back green. We're lined up 2 by 2. I'm starting in the exact same spot I was last time. 7th place, inside of row number 4.
Past the 7, past the...
Let's get ready. Hopefully, get some extended speed run going here.
The pace car is in.
Got the number 8 car tonight. We're going to run that down our Dale Earnhardt Jr. and his love and support for sim racing since day one. Let's go.
Outside. Stay low, there's a car on the high side. All clear, all clear. Got one outside. Stay low, there's a car on the high side. You're clear high, clear high. Have a slow car on the bottom. Go high. All right, man, that car is a lap down.
All right. We are completing lap 26 as we speak out of a scheduled 88. Settling in, oh Jesus, as soon as I start fucking talking. Settling in. I'm gonna try to be nice to our tires. Jesus. We're going to make a slight, I know that I need to watch my throttle on the way up, but we're also going to make a slight spring adjustment. Hopefully give me just a little bit more right front or left front grip on the way out of a turn. Doesn't seem to be affecting me too much on my entry.
All right, man, caution is out.
And caution is once again out. This time I have moved up to 6th spot. Damn, I wish I was in a race that mattered doing this.
Pit road is now open.
But you know what? Obviously, I need to get my safety rating back up. And at least this will help that. I'm not going to fib. I'm upset by it only because I wasn't paying close enough attention. I didn't do anything in that race that could be that would be considered intentional or retaliatory, besides racing him ridiculously hard. And on the very last restart, I simply did the exact same thing to him that he did to me, and I watched him do to a few others. And since I was in a position to be able to race him hard and give him a little bit of his own medicine while still staying within my own character of how I race, not my character, but you know, I believe in racing clean. I believe in getting people back by making their lives miserable, not by just destroying their car. I get a lot more satisfaction out of somebody fucking me over, and then I spend 30 laps getting myself repaired, just enough so I can make sure that I'm on the track, racing around them or right behind them, making their lives miserable, making them make a mistake, and then they leave, and even though I'm multiple laps down, I usually finish above them. That falls under the definition of one of my favorite mantras, which is, it sucks to be you, but I was all right. All right. Speaking of all right, we're lining up in 6th now. Now we're going to be in the outside. This is going to change our restart strategy a little bit. I can't go in the same angle and the same speed because I have cars below me unless I get a real lucky open. So
Line up on the outside row now.
once again going green on this restart in under half a mile. Lights on the pace car are out. My light is shining bright. One reserve seat. Just knock real hard. I'll figure it out.
The pace car is in.
All right. Pace car's in. Let's G up again.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out. Line up single file.
That was the leader that just wrecked y'all. Let's listen in.
11, car by.
Oh, also, I'm up to 4th.
You get a lot of damage, Steven? Oh, yeah.
It's the 12 car.
I saw that. It wasn't pretty.
It was not. No, it was not. It looked like season 2 of Twisted Metal. Or a better reference, Twisted Metal Black online.
Now open.
Man, I wish that still existed.
Oh, this might be dumb, but I'm going for tires. Fuck it.
Car 21. Got the lucky dog. Let him by on the outside.
We're almost halfway through the race, and I'm not sure that we've gone green enough for it to matter, but we'll find out.
Yeah, it's a single pit.
Let the 21 car by. He had the position when the yellow.
There goes the lucky dog. We're up to 3rd now. But I don't know how many. Well, it looks like there's still a good. I mean, there's a lot of guys out here that didn't pit. Only a handful of dudes got new tires right now, so they're going to have to gain all that track position back. Meanwhile, the majority of us still running the same tires since the very beginning here. Haven't really done much.
Where y'all at right now?
Pardon me. You might see that I pitted on lap 3, but as you remember, that was just to fix that little bit of damage. So we are getting ready to line up. I'm going to be back on the inside, but this time I'm going to be right behind the leader.
I see not many people will join me, so this is going to be sketchy.
Yes, my friend, I believe you are correct with that description. It's going to be sketchy.
On the inside row.
All right, we're lining up on the inside row. We're going to try not to chat once again.
Get ready.
We're going to line up and get ready to hopefully fire this competition back in the direction it needs to go, which is everybody fucking behind me. All right.
The pace.
We're going green flag like I'm from Jamaica.
Green, green, green. You're in 3rd place. Got one outside. Stay low. Next car is the leader. You're clear high. Clear high. You're in 2nd. There you go, man. Good job. That was your fastest lap of the session.
I don't want it to be my fast lap of the session at the moment, goddammit.
All right, man. Caution is out.
Caution's out again.
Single file. Pit road is closed.
All right, well, I'm up to 2nd. This time I'll be starting on the front row, except for the fact that we're probably going to pit. I'm going to pit. More tires and fuel.
Let the A car by. Car 21. Got the lucky dog. Let him by on the outside.
On pit road, watch my pit road speed. I'm gonna maintain any position I can.
Pit box in 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
All right. The cockpit crew jumping on, getting ready to get going here.
That's it. Go.
Be mindful, you only have one set of tires remaining.
Line up single file. Past the 14. Past the...
All right, I'm back in 10th now. I thought that was necessary. I mean, I think that anybody that hasn't pit yet is going to be in trouble. And it's probably going to cause the next caution.
All right, man, we're going green next time by. All right, man, line up on the outside row now. Past the 22, past the... All right, we're halfway to the finish. Get ready. It's the 10 car.
All right. Lined up in... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm up to 7th. I think I'm supposed to be in 8th. I just don't think this guy's far enough up, but... Okay, that's fine. Fresh tires. Now, again, a reminder for everybody, cold tires got to be decent for a couple of laps, even if that means losing a spot or two, because
All right, man.
I'll get it back from somebody who acts like a dumbass.
Green flag, green flag. Outside. Stay low, there's a car on the high side. All clear, all clear. Got one outside. Still there. We have a slow car up high. All clear, all clear. Alright, man, that car is a lap down. Alright, man, caution is out.
Oh, that coming.
Line up single file. Pit road is closed.
That's why I'm quiet and watching the track. I'm not bragging. I'm just simply liking to point out things that I do that I've learned. I was always a race car, like a video game player. I'm playing video games, looking at the screen. Now I'm a sim racing driver. You know, not a professional, but I'm a sim racing driver because now I'm watching over here. I can see my peripherals. I'm watching my mirror. I'm watching everything, but I'm watching the line that I'm driving and how I need to get there. And then at what point do I need to start cutting down to make sure that I can maintain speed and the shortest distance, and then get off the hill of the banking before I start gassing it up. It's not about just pressing buttons. It literally becomes, especially on a simulator like this, with everything being as realistic based as it can be and constantly being tweaked. I find it very rewarding to feel like I master little pieces of it more and more all the time. You know, still fun. still love the opportunity to be able to race with real life race car drivers. Upcoming charity race that I need to finish my registration for, coming up next month. The Rockingham 508, benefiting the Dale Jr. Foundation. The NASCAR Legends, the 87 throwback cars, the Thunderbird, Monte Carlo, Buick LeSabre, and Pontiac Grand Prix. We'll be racing 367 laps, I believe, or something close to that, at the old Rockingham. Not the new repaved Rockingham, but the old legacy Rockingham that is still here with us on the service. Another great thing about iRacing. You can go back and run the older tracks even once they've been repaved in real life. So I do have a specialty paint scheme for that I'm excited to show off as well. So again, like I was saying, one of the things I love about this is being able to do that. Got to race against Frankie Muniz a little over a year ago. Got to race with Dale Jr. again and other NASCAR, Carson Hocevar, other drivers. So it's always a pleasure, and it's one of those things that I don't take that for granted. This is something that if you'd have told me that I would be able to, I know I can't race in real life, but if you'd have told me I would be able to do this when I was a kid, it would have been a dream come true. So as a grown man, it's a dream come true. Now, in light of the fact we weren't able to run our actual race tonight that we wanted to, let's make a different dream come true. Let's get a Cup Series win here tonight, right here live, shall we? How does that sound?
The pace car is in. Green flag, green flag. Good job, man. You're back in pit. Got one outside. All clear, all clear. Got one outside. Still there. Still there? Hold your line.
Plenty of room to let you in, bud.
You're clear high, clear high. Got one outside. Stay low, there's a car on the high side. All clear, all clear. Outside. Stay low, there's a car on the high side. You're clear high, outside. Still there? Hold your line. All clear, all clear.
Adam.
You're back in fifth. Good job, man.
Bad exit, bad exit. There we go. Okay, we're down to we're currently on lap 62 of a scheduled 88. Gotta watch these squirrels in front of us.
Outside. Stay low. You're clear high, clear high. You got one outside. Stay low. All clear, all clear. Outside. You're on the bottom 3 wide. Outside. You're 2 wide there. Still there. Still there. You're back and forth. Stay low. You're clear high. Clear high. 20 more laps. You got 1 inside. All clear, all clear.
Okay, you heard the man. 20 more laps. Currently sitting in 4th place, battling for 3rd.
Inside. All right, man, that car is a lap down. All clear, all clear. You got 1 inside. All clear, all clear. Inside. Clear low, clear low. You're back in
To 3rd, was 2nd in my sights up there. Gotta watch my turn though. Watch my exit, watch my exit. All right, currently no lap cars. Currently, although the leader is coming up on some right now. He's gonna drive solid as a rock for the next handful of laps. Bottom of the track.
Got 1 outside. All right, man, that car is a lap down. You're clear high, clear high. Inside. All clear, all clear.
Hey, got 2nd place back in my sights again.
That car is a lap down.
Move!
Outside. 10 to go at the line. Stay low. All clear, all clear.
And to go, goddamn. But those are the 2 guys right there. Put that spring back where it was, get a little more oversteer, see what I can do. Actually lock in a little bit more oversteer, see about that too. Actually, we're not gonna fuck with that.
All right, man, that car is a lap down. Have a slow car on the bottom. You got 1 inside. All clear, all clear.
I don't know if I can get the leader.
Go at the line.
We're in a podium position.
Have a slow car on the bottom.
Here we go. Gonna get 2nd place here.
Slow car down low. 2 laps to go. Got one outside. Slow car down low. Still there? Hold your line. All clear, all clear. All right, man. White flag. 1 more lap to go.
Oh, I got 1 more lap to get by him again.
Outside. All clear, all clear. Outside. Got one outside. You're too wide there. You're clear high, clear high. Slow car down low. Outside.
Great race at the end there, number 5. Man, that was a fucking blast. Thank you.
It's over.
20, that was fun racing with you all
Great
in
job,
lap.
driver.
Well, that was at least fucking fun there.
Thank you. I got a little loose. I just fixed on my downforce, I guess.
Pit box in 5, 3, 2, 1.
Very good race,
Right here.
everybody.
10-4, copy that. Good race, everyone. Thank you. All right. So, haha. That wasn't bad. Came home with a 2nd place. I would have liked to have got up to that guy, but I couldn't. Again, more laps? Maybe. That makes me feel good.
I got loose at times.
That makes me feel good about how I would have done in the qualifying race tonight. Unfortunately, we are done for this race here, and that race is still going to be going on for a while. So, give me a second. We're going to take a quick break. Congratulations to... Congratulations, number 4. I forgot to say that.
Yeah, congratulations, Adam.
He's out there burning it down. That's what I like to see. We're going to take a quick break, step away, meet you back in the motorhome, and discuss a little bit and see what's going on from there. Catch you back in a few. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for being patient. Back in the motor coach, in the cockpit with Daniel Corso, live substitution race for tonight's eRacing iNASCAR qualifying series. I will update the description to say what I actually said earlier. I apologize. I did not realized that a previous race from a few days back knocked me below the threshold of the 2.0 safety rating under the A license that I needed. And I didn't have time to fix it by the time I did realize it. Try to, not fix it, but, have a couple of races to get over that. So when it started tonight, it was too late, and I feel like a complete dickhead. But again, I honestly just didn't know. That incident with a driver in the last race I did run a few days back, and honestly, I protested him successfully because he was a dickhead, because he drove like a jackass. Now, please, 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 please don't take this as me patting myself on the back. But earlier I was talking about some of the skills that I've tried to gain in sim racing, and in treating it like not a video game, but really just learning how to take advantage of what the simulation offers and the knowledge that it can bring. What we're going to take a look at here is the last 5 laps. Getting around a couple of lap cars here, you can still see that I'm a good, probably 10 car lengths away from the number 5 car, the blue progressive car that you see farther left of the screen. He is in the second place spot. I am in third. I've been trying to get around lap cars and be able to catch him without him catching another lap car and putting him between us in the meantime, which is the perfect strategy. But I love doing that strategy myself. I love being at a short track where I'm having a good run, and every time a guy thinks he's got me, I get by a lap car or two and put them between us. And now he's got to pass them too. So that's one of my favorite strategies. I get it. Perfect place to do that. So, but I take pride in my racecraft, in the way that I treat every lap and every competitor. Again, I'm not trying to pat myself in the back, but I'm proud under these circumstances to show you just how driving the track the right way, not overdoing it, watching the right parts of the track, paying attention to what's going on around you, and just literally waiting for a little mistake that somebody else makes that you can take advantage of without being an asshole. I don't believe in the bump and run in 99% of scenarios. If I'm fighting a guy for a win, right, I'll get on his bumper, but I'm not going to bump him so hard and push him out of the way. I'm not going to do that. I understand most guys would. Knock yourself out, especially in something like this where it's not even a real win. I mean, if there was money on the line, we could have a slightly different conversation. But again, morals, when it comes to professionalism and doing the best at your job, is different than what we're talking about here. But I'm proud of the way that I caught him. I'm especially proud of the way that I was able to finish the race still with a 0x at fucking Bristol here. In the race that we had, with all sorts of shit going wrong. And even this guy at the end was a great race. So let's just take a look at the last 5 laps from this camera angle here. This is going to give us a high enough view. I'll maybe pull in a little bit closer when we get closer to the end. But let's take a look together, shall we? All right, so we're coming off of turn number 2. Just got by the lap car, and you can see that he's been burning his tires a lot higher. He's higher up in the line. He might be doing that as a faster, but he's more than likely doing that because he has to. I've been trying to be decent with my tires. You can see I'm in the lower line going through the turns a good chunk of the time. He goes in here. There's about a car width up, whereas I'm almost all the way down on the yellow line. Catching him slowly but surely here as the laps tick down. This is currently lap 85 that we're working of 88. I get a great run out of turn 4. Gotta watch myself out of the turn. He gains a little bit more ground. Lap 86. Again, he goes very high because of that move that he made. I keep it low, and now I'm right behind him again, pretty much. It's a car length and a half between us. Go all the way down onto the line once again. You notice I'm staying all the way around that line. I'm that lower line. That's giving me a shorter distance around the track. Now, I get a run on him on his inside. You see this side-by-side racing, but again, I know I've got to give him room. He was able to take advantage of that and close the door on me somewhat going into 3. I wasn't going to bum rush him again, thinking he might close the door on me all the way down to the bottom. But again, he's not doing that. We are currently on lap 88. The white flag is out. I'm trying to do anything I can think of to get around me. Now, this guy, he comes up on a lap car, and I take advantage of that. Now, I do give him a slight bump. I didn't mean to do that. But then all I did, he gives me room. I slide underneath him. We barely make any contact. There was nothing egregious about that. And I was able to pull off a second place right there at the tail end by racing clean, by racing smart, by racing aggressive, but not, or by racing assertive, but not overly aggressive. Very proud of that. I'm glad you guys got to see that. I hope you enjoyed this preview of the Cup Series that's going to be coming up for the next couple of eNASCAR iRacing qualifying series races, which, despite these ones being missed, and I know that these are killing me in the points and in the attention that I could be getting, even though my expectations are extremely low. But we're moving into the Cup Series, and I love this car, and I'm very happy to see what we can do at some of the tracks that are upcoming. I believe we're going to be hitting Chicagoland next week in that. So, and there's the number 4 burning it down and smacking the wall on the inside. I love it. All right. Thanks, guys, for checking it out. Hope you enjoyed yourself in place of the race that we had going on. As always, I appreciate your support, watching live now or in the future or in the past, depending on when you watched. You have been very supportive, and it's been a joy to try to continue to make better content for you over the course of the last 8 weeks. I'm looking forward to transitioning and making my current and future content, both here and elsewhere, really kind of stand out because of the support that you guys have given me. I really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed even a moment of your time here. Small subscribers or small streamers like me need all the support that we can get. And I promise I'm the guy who only wants, not only, but primarily wants YouTube notoriety and a little bit of maybe YouTube income so that I can do some nice things for people and be able to give to my shelter charities that I like to a little bit more. So that's no bullshit. That's the way I roll. That's how I want to do things. I want to try to do some things. I want to get my name out there. I want it to be beneficial for me as well. But I want to be able to take some folks, some not well, some folks that maybe are having a hard time, or maybe a military family or something who's one of their parents is deployed, and find a track that I want to go to, and find a track, find a family local to there that I could treat to a night out. Stuff, things out there that I could do for content, and also be, a good person to people who really could probably use a great night out. So again, thanks for checking us out. You have been in the cockpit with Daniel Corso. Sorry for the false advertising once again, but never know when I'm going to pop up. I'm sure I'm going to have more content coming up this week. I just got a gut feeling about how that's going to go, especially as fun as this race was tonight and the mood that I've been in, which has been stellar. So we're going to let the sun shine in. Night is dipping as we speak. I appreciate you once again. You've been a joy to have in the ride along. I'll see you in the next race. Wow. Oh, hold on a second. In case I have to edit it. You've been a joy to have on this ride along here. Appreciate you taking the ride in the Cup Series race with me here at Bristol. Looking forward to seeing you at the next race. I'm out.